Good morning, everybody. My name is Day. Welcome back to my channel. We are here today to get some writing done. Happy Q2. Uh, I hope Q1 treated you all well? Question mark. Let me know. How did Q1 go for you? For me, it was a-okay. I did a lot of writing. Did actually a lot of reading, but there's always more to be done, unfortunately. Um, so we go get started today. I do not have any April Fool's jokes. I'm so sorry. I'm lame that way. I'm just here to get some work done. Oz is here. Good morning. Hey, how are you? What are you up to today? Let me know. Saviko is also here. Good morning. How are you? What are you working on? Let me know. My goal today, I have a midpoint chapter and I've been working on it for a while, but I've been like having a few low writing days. But this midpoint chapter has 3 days in it, and I've written the first one. So my goal today is to write the second day. I think that is doable. That's my goal. Francis is here. Good morning. Thank you so much for coming. How are you? Please let me know what you're working on today. I am a bad streamer, but I didn't prepare questions today. Let's see. Let me make it. What are you focusing on for Q2? Zika said, I forgot April Fool's was a thing. I'm going to tinker with the story, which became so political. Oh, that's one thing. I don't know if I could ever write something that's like heavy in politics, because I don't know politics very well at all. I know, like, obviously, like fantasy and whatnot, but you can do whatever you want. But I feel like I don't have enough understanding of the internal structure of any kind of political reign of any kind. So, but like, I feel like some of the best stories have that political intrigue in it. So, good for you. I'm excited for you. I'm nervous for you as well. So that's the part. Oz said it's 2 p.m. here. Good afternoon. My goal is to finish some journaling, read a chapter of Crown of Midnight. Okay. Oh, FDM. Gotcha. Okay, so I'm out of the loop with the Throne of Glass series. I actually own the first book, but I haven't read it, and I don't know like any of the titles of that series, even though I'm pretty sure it came first. Yeah, let me know how are you liking that, because I do have the first book, I just haven't started it. Francis, finishing my laundry, then starting to get my Can't Nano words in. You got it. You can do it. I decided not to do Camp Nano this time around. Maybe in the next one. Is it June or July? The next one. But yeah, I decided to not, just because of the way things are going over there. Hopefully it calms down and sorts itself out for next time. Oz said, the first book really surprised me. I don't read fantasy, but I fell in love with it. Oh, okay. Okay. That's a pretty good what do you call it? Endorsement. Haven't heard this one. Okay. Let me know. Hope you heard the tea on Fairy Loot based on that. Oh, no, I have not. There's tea. Please spill, because I love tea. Please let me know. That's so funny. I did not hear anything. Okay. Yeah, I love. Just tell me things, please. Please let me know. Um, I thought the price was ridiculous. Reading is an expensive hobby. Honestly, it really is. If you think about the price, even not even like a special edition book from these boxes, but like just a regular book is expensive. Like I don't know what the prices are anywhere else, but like in Canada, a regular book can be upwards of like $30 for a single book. I feel like that was not what it was like back in my day, like a decade ago when I was reading as a teenager. But books are expensive, unfortunately. And the standard of hardcovers coming out first, I may be by myself in saying this, but I don't love hardcovers. Um, they take up too much room. They're too expensive, and I don't really see the point. I would prefer a paperback myself, but now the standard is that you get hardcovers for like a whole year, and then you get a paperback. So you either miss out on the book, or you're paying a ton of money to get the book within the first year that it was released. So it is a very expensive copy currently, unfortunately. I think that's why there's gonna be there's a rise in ebooks because even though some of them are still expensive for an ebook file, it's better than paying $30 for a book. The book hermit said, "Hey, hope everyone is well. Good morning. Thanks so much for coming. I'm finishing the No Girlfriend Rule. 25 pages left, and I'm hoping the ending doesn't let me down as it's a good 4 star currently. Okay, please let me know. Let me know how it goes. Honestly, I won't lie. I read a book recently that really disappointed me. That was a 5 star read and dropped a whole star in the last chapter slash epilogue. I was really disappointed. So please let me know because endings matter. They are important. So yeah. Vika said the SJM Venom went after the artist for plagiarism, and Fairy Loot didn't answer fan concerns about it being $200 for only 4 books, or say what we do about disappointing designs, basically. Oh, that's tough, actually. Um, obviously, plagiarism is bad, but I feel like you can't please all fans when it comes to designs, so that part is tough. Like I feel bad for the artist in that way because everybody has a different vision. Like we could read the same book and see 2 different characters, but plagiarism is not good, and $200 is crazy. But that's just my opinion. That's why I don't do any of these boxes or anything like that. It's a rabbit hole that I will not go down. Book Herman said, "Quarter 2, I'm going with the flow." Love that. We do that. Rachel is here. Good morning. Thank you so much for coming. I hope you're having a great day. Please let me know what you're working on, what you're doing this morning. Oz said, "This is why I rarely read new hype releases because I don't read hardback." That's smart because, but that's so sad then because then you're missing out on all of these reads that you could be partaking in. So I don't know. It's just a little bit sad. Yes, price tag, and apparently not worth it based on the fact that there's tea. My friend Shay is here, but I don't know. Oh, okay, I see her face. I'm about to add her in. Was it? There you go.
Yeah, I was here. I was like, oh, she probably ain't add me in because I didn't turn my camera on. Yeah. She's not ready yet. I'll wait till she turn the camera on.
I didn't know it turned on. Good morning.
Yeah, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. I got up and made breakfast like an adultier adult and everything. And then I played a little bit of a video game to and now I'm just ready to write my tail off. I got a bunch of energy now.
Let's do it. Would you like to introduce yourself and tell us what you're working on?
Oh, there's no light. Hold on. I was like, I got light over here. Hi, everybody. I'm Cache. My channel is Shay with the Hobbies. I write, I read, I do a whole bunch of other creative stuff. I need a new little intro. It's April and I don't have one. I'll figure it out.
It's only day one, girl. It's only day
Right.
one.
But good morning, y'all. I'm here. I'm awake. And this is actually awake. This is not, I need to wake up. So there's that.
We love it. We love it. Gonna get some work done. We're ready. We are ready. I love it. Okay. We're gonna do 25s if that's okay to start.
Yeah. That's totally fine.
Okay. Rachel said, I'm working on Ream stories. I just uploaded the Vampire's Dragon, so the new release is done. Good for you. So I'm taking April off from novel writing. Sorry, can't, but I need a break. You know what? You uploaded a whole book. I think you deserve your break. That's amazing. Congratulations. That's so cool. Also, we love Shay's hair.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Okay. Are we ready to write?
Yes.
It is time.
And I'm actually on a clean little sticky pad keep a good count of my sprints this month. Like a wise critique partner I know has been doing for 3 months, but it's okay. Some of us take a little longer to learn stuff than others.
It's all right, girl. It's all right. We figured it out. It's fine. Okay. So we're going to do 25 minutes. You work on what you got to work on. And don't forget to answer the question. Let me know what you're focusing on for Q2. And we will be back in 3, 2, 1. Everybody get some work done.
This is how we made our workflow better than ever with Monday.com.
In life, some things are certain, like your long-lost father coming.
Okay, everybody, that is the end of our first sprint. Please let me know how you did. I ended up not doing that much. I got 429 words. Okay, so not bad, but not my best. 429. And for Q2, I'm focusing on project-wise. I'm focusing on the same fantasy project that I'm working on with the goal of being done this draft before the end of Q2. But overall, I want to work on my social media procrastination time, if that makes sense. Shay, how did you do?
Okay, so I did morning pages, which is something I've been trying to get back into the habit of doing first. You know what? Left-handed problems, because the amount of ink on my left hand knuckle, I'm like, and I usually do good enough that I angle it to where it doesn't happen. But then when I'm really like in the moment writing, I forget, and I just
Relatable.
left hand problems. If you don't know, you just don't know, and you'll never understand the struggle. Is it true? But I wouldn't change being left-handed for the world. So I was like complaining about that to myself. But I did write a little bit, and I got 332 words. I finished this blog post last night, so now I'm just editing it and making corrections and fixing stuff so that it can go up on time today. And I also, not that y'all need to see the addresses, got a card to go out to my friend. I just gotta walk out to the mailbox and put it in the mailbox, which sounds a lot easier than it actually is. For me, I forget to mail stuff all the time, so there's that. But I'm gonna do it on the next sprint. As far as what I'm focusing on for quarter two, short stories and finishing them. Specifically, taking the time to learn more about short stories. So I'm gonna be spending a lot of time reading short stories in quarter two. I'm starting this month off with me and they are gonna be reading horror short stories. But I definitely want to read fantasy and get deeper into that. So just taking my short story writing a little bit more seriously in this quarter to be a better short story writer. So that's why I am.
Yes, love for you. I'm excited to read them, just saying. Shay writes really good short stories. Sometimes they're too good and she got to fix them a little bit, you know?
I love you so much because that is an awesome compliment.
But yes, look out for Shay's short stories, y'all, because they're awesome. Also, can I just say the bitterness that I have in my heart that YouTube is playing ads on my video that is not monetized?
Man, when it did it twice in less than 20 minutes.
Yeah, it was like 4 times. I missed it.
I was like, yo, y'all, capitalism, really?
Right.
This is why I say capitalism is not a good thing, because capitalism leads people to want to make money as often as they can in as many ways as they can. Like I was telling, was it you? I think it was Deidre I was telling. I might have told you. But I have Netflix, and I have like the lowest branch of Netflix account. Netflix has made it that if you have the lowest tier now, you can't cast from whatever device you're watching to a TV anymore. So you can't watch on bigger devices. This has nothing to do with Netflix. Like literally, it's not that I don't pay for the service. It's not any of that. It's literally to watch it on a TV that I own. But because I won't go to a higher tier, they remove the option to be able to do it.
That's crazy.
And if you get annoyed enough, you'll pay for it. Or you'll be like me and just stop using Netflix. Because, nah, I'm petty like that. I'm not going to hold you. I'll bootleg a movie before I'll pay Netflix to be able to. I'm not even going to hold you. I'll admit it. I will admit that about myself. You know, when I become a millionaire, I'll stop. But I'm not there. So, you know.
That's, I don't know. It's just stupid the way things that are changing. Like even Amazon Prime, not that they have a great selection, but they do have a semi decent selection. And all of a sudden they're like, okay, you got to pay $3 or $4 more a month for your Prime account, or we're going to play ads on your movies. I'm like,
It's like, first of all, the whole point of Prime was to have this exclusive access. Now you want us to pay more for something we already have. It's not even like it's another tier. It's just to stop having ads. You don't get a whole bunch of extra stuff.
right.
You just don't get ads. I'm gonna pay y'all $4 a month to not watch commercials. At this point, you making me want to get cable again.
Mm-hmm. It's crazy. It's crazy. So yeah, I was just so bitter. I literally already changed the video. We're not using that one. I can't even use my own video on stream. Does not make sense.
It doesn't make sense because you aren't monetized.
I'm not. That's why I was like. And the worst part is like it's a 55-minute video, so there's probably gonna be tons. And it kept like scaring me. I muted it so that it wasn't scaring anybody else anymore, but it kept scaring me even when I was writing, and it's distracting. So we'll go switch the video.
I need to do a scientific experiment to find out if a cloth watch band would stop making my skin break out.
A cloth? Oh, gotcha.
Because like, I don't know if y'all can see. Y'all can't see this. I'll send you a picture. You can see like there is like a discoloration band all around, and I keep adjusting the watch. But my other issue is I'm really little, y'all. It's not my fault. I eat a lot, but I am super duper little. So like, even when my watch is on the closest thing, it's still loose on my wrist. So in order to like keep it at a decent spot or whatever, like I have to have it closer to my skin. But like this is the third watch I've had in a year. And they just keep making my skin break out. And I just don't know what to do. Sorry, that was super random, but I was looking at my skin and it was bothering me. I'm sorry.
You should try a cloth one, or
see if there's like a.
I don't use the plastic ones. I use like an actual watch band. It's just from Amazon, but
like a leather one?
No, it's not leather, but it's not the plasticky stuff.
This feels like silicone, like the spatulas and stuff like that. So now you should try something different from this. You saying? Okay.
Yeah. Like it's like it looks more like an actual watch band.
Okay. Yeah, because I don't like this at all, and it hurts. That's the part that bothers me. Is it hurts? Like it burns. Yeah, because it feels like an allergic reaction. So like it burns, and my skin starts to peel. So. Super random. I'm sorry for this. It was just really bothering me, and I was like, they probably like, why does she keep moving her arm like my wrist?
Girl, take care of yourself. All the pats on your back, Rachel.
Girl, you deserve them all.
For real. Rachel is focusing on self-care, promotional stuff, marketing, and book 3 drafting. That's awesome. So you have book 1 and 2 done. That's very smart. And now you're working on book 3. We love that. Also, promotional stuff and marketing. If you have any trade secrets, send them our way. We are sponges. We will take all the information we can get.
Right. Interestingly enough, I've seen like people use skits for marketing way more now than ever before. Like, and maybe it's also because all the marketing I see comes through social media for stuff, but it's skits. And so I'm curious of like how authors do use that or could use that in marketing. Like, Lizelle did the cosplaying, and Becca has been doing that, did that with Hexsphere and whatnot. And I'm curious to see what she'll do for the rom-com. But I'm curious how that translates for writers.
I think that'd be a cool. I feel like it's more engaging than just the normal video. So yeah, gotta do some brainstorming. Zvika said, making rice for dinner. Can't really commit to whether I'm only writing or reading.
This is definitely us yesterday.
Yep, pretty much. Pretty much. Also, only type 20 words. Started on that rice. There you go. Progress. And went through my character dump to decide which twin would murder his own father. Oh, excuse me. Did you decide? Also, wow, that's very evil of you, and I love it. I love it. Francis, I'm a fellow lefty, and same ink and graphite gets everywhere.
I'm
For real.
so scared to use graphite, like to start like drawing really, or even charcoal. Oh my gosh, like it. I'm nervous. I'm nervous.
The amount of times that I'm just like, I just write in a pen that is a little too wet, and then it just smear. Oh, it irritates me
I
so much.
hate that, and it bothers me because I love really sleek pens. I
Yeah.
love writing like that. Like I love smooth ink. So I hate when I and I didn't just smudge away half of what I said. It's also why I prefer to write in pen than pencil because I'm guaranteed to smudge it with pencil. I'm
Mhm.
not with pen.
Mhm. You know, actually, I get in trouble at work sometimes because when we send like blood work and whatever, we have to write the time and the like the doctor who did it on the stickers that go on the tubes. And all the time I write it and smear it, and I don't do it on purpose, but it's like a mix of me being left-handed and the stickers being like a little bit glossy. And I get in trouble all the time because nobody can read what I've written. The world is not made for us.
It's not at
It's
all.
not made for
They're
us.
so unkind for us.
I was wondering. I know it's so irritating. I am not monetized. I'm not even anywhere close to being monetized. Rude is all I can say. YouTube is disrespectful. Rude. Rachel.
It's definitely because it's a video that's getting views because they don't do it on all your videos. I've definitely sat through videos that never had one, but it's the ones that people are actually giving watch to, and they're like, "Oh, let's just stick multiple ads in this one."
Right. It's not even like it's one to start
One,
and then maybe one in the
one
middle.
at the end.
In 25 minutes, there was like 3 or 4 ads. Come on.
Right.
That's just ridiculous. Rachel stopped using Netflix. Petty as well.
Right. Yeah. No. Mm-mm.
I'm
I'm saying I wish the country was as petty as me. I wish everybody in this country would just stop working for 30 days. They changed some shit. I'm telling y'all, they need us. Just stop. Just everybody be like, nah, we not delivering mail. We not picking up trash. We not cooking nobody's food. You better figure it out yourself. They changed so much of this stuff.
Yeah. Rachel said, I have articles and even went on self-publishing tips and tricks with SD Houston about it. Okay.
Okay, awesome.
Cool. Skits. Zvika said skits helped assistant to the villain. It catches your attention on TikTok. By the way, random question, but what makes a novel fit into sci-fi category?
Usually it's the like tech in it, or there's a scientific aspect, whether it's astronomy, like space exploration, or sea, like it's some form of one of the science like heavily in it as well. Like in the Broken Earth trilogy, geology is very big in it, which is what separates it science fiction wise from her other trilogy, which is a fantasy. Like hopefully I say this right, but the way I heard the explanation is that like fantasy uses magic where science fiction uses science.
Basically, it's like they both have a magic system, but one is fantastical, one is usually scientific.
Yeah.
But they're both like basically a magic system. Please stop.
Right. That's why usually they're like grouped together because they can't be. They're so easily interchangeable at times.
N.K. Jemisin said the same thing in her workbook.
That's where I learned it when I was doing it. She said it in the master class.
Keep an eye out next week for some N.K. Jemisin books or videos coming your way.
Yes.
Rachel said, I have a limited budget, so I really dive into groups, swaps, online book fairs, and in my genre, TikTok, IG, and Facebook groups. That makes sense.
Yeah, here
I hear a lot about swaps. Like, I don't know how they work really, but like I hear a lot about swaps, newsletter swaps, things like
I've heard a
that.
lot about newsletter swaps.
Mm-hmm. I feel like the one thing I know Facebook is really popular, but as a person who doesn't use Facebook, I'm very curious, like the effectiveness. Like, do you find that it's super?
Go ahead, I'm sorry. No,
I
I
just,
didn't.
if they found, like, if Rachel found it helpful, like if it's working, is it effective?
I think part of it also depends on like the age category, because the people who primarily use Facebook are older. Because I remember Becca talking about how it used to work really well for her, but not as much anymore. But I think part of that is because she primarily writes YA, and people who read YA for the most part are not sitting on Facebook looking for their next Rex, right? But if you're an older reader and you're on Facebook, you might get Rex from Facebook rather than younger people. So that has been like one of the bigger things, is the place you choose works better depending on your audience, because that's the biggest thing. Because like Facebook can be great if your audience is older women in romance or whatever, specifically because there's so many older Facebook groups that people are in. Like my cousin, she's in this like Black Girls Who Reads Facebook, and she has won in the like last like 3 years like 5 different books autographed, and like all the books she talks about she gets from that group. But she's like 43, so and that's not old by any stretch of the imagination, but that's not necessarily somebody who's picking out YA necessarily.
Right. That makes sense. Interesting. That's so. See, there's so many things to think about, especially with self pub. Like, gotta figure out where you putting everything out.
Right. I remember when I was in business school, I thought like before I made marketing my minor, I thought marketing was I thought business management and marketing were just the stupidest of business majors. I was like, they're the simplest ones. Like, get something harder, da da da. And then I started getting my marketing minor, and I was like, oh no, it's a lot more to this. It's the psychology of business. Okay, there's a lot more into this. I see why it has its own full major. Like, I can put some respect on his name a little bit. Like, it's work. For real. It is not easy.
Definitely. Boys. They're being weird. Zvigo, I decided the twin murder thing is fantastical lore for that political story. I'm making up lore for a religion that doesn't exist. That's tough. I had to do the same thing, and man, not really that fun. Rachel said, nationwide strike.
We need it. We do.
Yep.
No lies told.
Rachel, I just am slow on TikTok. I'm still working on that one. Not a fave. Yeah, I think it's kind of like a science to get your TikTok video right, because you have to have the right amount of entertainment and information in such a short, like, I know you can do the longer TikToks now, but still, like, the general, like, most people are not going to sit through those long ones unless they know you. So it's like a very, like, I know Becca talked about it on her live with Britt, but it's like, it's a science.
No, it is. It's like research and stuff. And honestly, I'm not old, but I'm also not young. I don't even care about TikTok like that. Like, I don't even have an account, and I'm trying for the longest to avoid getting one. I'm like, I don't have kids, so I don't need to have a TikTok to like monitor nobody and know what y'all are looking at. So I don't gotta worry about. But also, I want to sell books, so there's that.
I'm gonna be 100% honest. I like TikTok.
See, the only reason I don't feel like I have to get one is because it comes over to IG eventually. So I see it. I don't have to download an extra app.
True, but usually, like, if you're doing a trend, you're a couple weeks behind.
This is very true.
So that's the only thing. But like you are right. Like eventually it all ends up on Instagram in some way.
No, if I used Instagram more, I think I could see me using TikTok. But I really just be on Instagram to learn and be entertained. I don't.
Yeah. That's valid. That's totally
I
valid.
got to do better though if I want to sell books.
All right, we'll get there. We'll do practice. Zvigo for Shay said, I'm so nitpicky. So how is Dune sci-fi? There was barely innovative tech or any tech and so much magic. I don't think it's magic. They had spice, and spice is like something that actually exists on a planet. It's not exactly magic. Does that make sense? And like it's about a space war, basically. Right? Is that Dune? That's Dune.
I've never read it or seen it, so I have no clue.
I feel
I
like
thought it had something to do with space too. Like I thought it was like space, and like the Earth had changed and da da da. Like that's what I thought. Or the planet they're on, it wasn't exactly the same. So
it's like a desert planet, but the desert has spice, and the spice is like a psychedelic drug or whatever. But like it's basically what runs their universe or something like that. I think.
Oh, okay.
So I feel like it's sci-fi because one, it's like people from different planets battling each other, so that's your sci-fi element. But also, the spice itself is like an actual physical thing that exists on the planet. Like, does that make sense?
That you have to take, yeah. It's not something you innately have. It's something you gotta like ingest. I got you.
Yeah. So I feel like that's why, but also like take that with a grain of salt because I have not read the books, so I don't know. True, the people who use Facebook are older and also Africa. That's funny. Rachel said, I write adult fantasy, urban fantasy, paranormal romance.
See?
Paranormal romance. Oh, Mel. Okay, with older characters. So my audience is 30 plus mostly, and Facebook is a playground for it. That makes sense.
Yeah.
That definitely makes sense.
Yeah, I started marketing, but from all my research, that's what I've seen. Facebook is great when you got a very adult audience.
I got you. See, I'm learning things. I love this. Francis says Dune is sci-fi for sure. How is it possible to survive on a planet that has no water? The books are full of science. The suits, for example. Yeah, that makes sense.
And I will say, because I don't know if Vico's comment was based off of reading the books or based off watching the movie. That has always been my problem with watching movies versus reading the books. Like the things are so different. Like even I finished In the Clearing last night before I went to bed. So much better than the TV show. The things they changed in the TV show actually, to me, made the story worse now that I read the original, like the source material. And I was like, if y'all would have kept it like it was, that twist would have been way better than the twist y'all gave. Like, y'all. Yeah. So, anyways, I totally get that.
You know, sometimes they change things just to make it more consumable, but then they wreck it. So, what's the point?
Right.
What is the point?
And who is you making it consumable for?
Exactly.
Oh, that was pretty sad. I read the book and skipped the movie. Got you.
That's funny. Because, yeah, I feel like between the suits and, like, the different races between the planets, like, I feel like it would be pretty firmly sci-fi, I think. But, like I said, I haven't read it. You read it. And Francis read it. But, yeah. Okay, let's sprint again because we've been chatting. We are going to do 30 this time, and hopefully no ads run. I muted it just in case, so it doesn't jump scare anybody. It'll jump scare me, but nobody else. In 3, 2, 1, everybody gets some work done. Okay, everybody, that is the end of our second sprint. Please let me know how you did. Shay, how did you do?
So that one, my head started to hurt a little bit, so I got my herbal medicine. I got 396 words that time, so I could definitely, if we do another sprint, hit 1,000 this morning. So that would be really nice to get there. And I made sure the letter got into the mailbox before the mailman got here. So I'm proud of that today.
Yay! Good job. Good job. I got food. I let the dogs out. I got some food, and then I wrote 391 words. So again, like you, one more sprint, I should be able to hit 1,000. What self care do you have planned for this quarter?
Well, I know I'm going to Dallas for a little while in May for my best friend. Her daughter is graduating high school, so I'm gonna do her seeing pictures. And I might have a few other clients lined up that weekend too to do seeing pictures as well. So I might make some money while I'm out there too. But get away for a little bit. And then I'm planning another cabin / camping trip. I haven't decided when it's gonna be, but it'll be before the summer stretch is over. So
Yay, that's so fun. I love that for you.
yeah.
And also make that money, girl.
I know, right? I know. It's all for New Orleans. So it's like just make it and I can just put it all away. So I have a nice little chunk when I go down there. So yeah.
Yes, girl.
I'm excited.
I'm excited. For me, I'm going on a little trip. Next week actually. Going on a little trip, and then why? Hello? And he has the nerve to yawn, which I just find so offensive. Can I help you? I was literally mid sentence. Anyways, I also I want to read more and journal about what I'm reading because I don't really do that. I just kind of read it and leave it. But I would like to read more, um, develop my reading habit. I can't even see. Oh my goodness. And I lost my train of thought. I want to read more and I'm going on vacation. That's it. That's all I got.
He is literally like, what do you need to see? I'm right here. I don't understand.
Oh,
Why are you trying to move me?
oh my
I'm
goodness.
fine where I'm at. You don't seem to be fine. I don't understand what you're not.
Like this dog. Oh my goodness.
It's like you keep trying to lay him down. He's like, I'm not trying to lay down. I'm trying to lay here, but not
That's
down.
I'm like trying to
Here.
dodge his big head. Oh, anyway. Dogs. They get a dog, they said. I have two. Vika said, it just disappointed me because there was more political intrigue, religious subtext, and less science. Okay, that makes sense. Um, I honestly, I'm still interested to read these books just because now it's such a big thing with the movies. I'm still interested to read it, but I don't know. Does that make it easier or harder to read if it's less science? Because I feel like it would be easier to read. Does that make sense?
Yeah, depending on the science specifically, because a lot of people were one of the complaints I heard from people about the broken earth. I'm gonna text you the thought that came into my head actually that I didn't say out loud. Okay, so one of the complaints that I heard was that it was too much science for some of the readers, and so that the science like took them out of the story and made it harder for them to understand. I don't agree with that for the Broken Earth trilogy. Now I will say the terminology itself, not the like explanation of the science, but just getting used to just words being different. Because I read I read the Broken Earth trilogy well before I ever started my booktube journey. Like I read it in 2019, 2018, whatever year it was that she won the third Hugo. Because at the time, the person I was dating had found the article about her being the first Black person and only person to get it 3 years in a row for the story. And that was like, well, we got to read it because she Black and that ain't never happened before. And I will say that having not read any science fiction or any fantasy, it was a lot. And we almost DNF'd it the first time. But she was Black and she did something ain't nobody did, so we was going to power through it. And baby, am I glad I powered through it because it is a story. I didn't know books could be written so well. And then she's had a fan ever since. And then I read the Inheritance trilogy and was like, y'all didn't give her an award till these? Y'all missed these 3? Okay. So tell me y'all ain't been reading. Because that's the truth. Y'all ain't been reading. So
Yeah. I mean, I get it because I feel like, in a way, her books, like her worlds are vast. So, like, I definitely get like people needing to get used to it. But like, I do think that they're super well written. So,
right,
I'm interested to hear the thought that you had that you can't say.
Okay. I'll go grab my phone. Oh, I got my iPad in front of me. I can still see this. It's multiple devices. Ow.
I love that. Rachel said, I have several weekend trips planned for Q2. I love that.
Yay!
Honestly, weekend trips. I love weekend trips because it's not too much. Like, I'm going away next week and it's like a week-long thing. But usually by the end of a trip, you just want to come home. But I feel like a weekend trip is that perfect, like, Goldilocks time where, like, you've been gone just long enough that you feel rested, but, like, you're ready to come home. Like, but you're not, like, dying to come home. So I love that for you. I hope you have so much fun. Sam is here. Good morning. Thank you so much for coming.
I can talk to you because we're friends again.
Did she finish the book?
Yeah, she did. She finished the book. I was like, where are you? I want you to talk about this book and you need to respond to me.
I was tackling when we were sprinting and you're like, am I talking to you?
I'm not talking to you. Not talking to you.
Hilarious. But good morning. Thank you for coming. Let me know what you're working on. I think we're going to only do one more shorter sprint, but let me know what you're working on. But that's brilliant. Oz said, I had a very late lunch and continued reading through some stuff for a letter I need to write. Ooh. Okay, I love
Oz,
that.
can I ask a question? Is your hair really dyed like this, or is this an edited picture? Because if it is, I just want to say the color work is amazing.
Right.
Like, that color work is, I have like a lot of beautician stylists in my family. Like, almost everybody went that way on my mother's side. And so I'm always like fascinated with really good color jobs. And that just looks amazing. Sorry.
Phenomenal.
It doesn't, like, just the seamless yellow into the orange. Just, it looks, it's giving fire.
Right. I was gonna say.
In the best way.
I love it. Francis procrastinated. You know what? I love that for you. We need to do that every once in a while. So next time, we got one more sprint. You can do it. Little scruffs. Yeah, I don't know. Are they cute? I don't know. They're cute when they're not being annoying. The way that the one left and the other one came to take his spot, the little one is incredibly, like, jealous. Like, if I pet Echo, he comes in and is like, you have to pet me. Or if I'm holding Echo, he's like, why are you not holding me? Like, he is very like, okay, it's my turn.
The part that's funny to me is Cleo does not like attention, but let Titan get attention. Here she come. And she's older and like bigger than him, so she will like push him with her full body out the way. Like, nah, I want to be pet right now. Even though I'm the one she's the most allergic to, I want to jump on her right now, even though I will definitely knock her to the ground. You'll just kind of shake her a little bit. It's so funny.
Oh, dogs. Gotta love them. Gotta love them. Pika said, it was boring in part 1 of Dune, so the thing I came for wasn't there and made it worse. Okay. That's understandable. So not enough science, and then it was boring. I got you. Well, maybe I won't read it. Who knows? Sam said the book was freaking juicy.
I literally put myself on the wait list for her book that comes out in a month or two. She only got 2 books. Oh, but then I found out, which I don't know if you see, there's a whole bunch of messages I sent you, Samantha. Okay. She has 2 pen names, and on the other pen name, she got 16 titles under those 2 pen names. So I don't know what you're doing for quarter 2, girl, but you try to read them. They giving romances, but they giving messy romances because of what her thriller was. And I'm at least gonna give one of them a try. And I know a friend of mine said she wanted to up her romance game. So if you wanted to give it a try with me, we can see which series we want to start. And they all have like 3 to 4 books in them, so they're like good. If we like them, we can keep going. So.
I'm down. I am down. We gonna give it a try. Also, sorry, I was pulling up another another timer, and my 15-minute timer has ads on it too. Why?
Are you serious? Oh my gosh! You should get ish together. Go ahead and make you monetize then while we at it.
Like, ugh, rude. Having 2 dogs is a trip. I have never had 2 dogs at the same time, except for right now. So I'm learning. I've always had like 1 dog. Like I've had a dog since I was young. Like several dogs, but never had 2 at the same time. And dang, they a lot.
It'll be 5 years for both of them here in a couple months of having both of them. Man. And I was just like talking to somebody, Cleo will be 9 this year. Like, I've had a dog like by myself for a year. Like, I took care of something for a year, 10 years. That wasn't just me. I feel proud. It's not a human, but still, I do what I can. She's doing all right now. She ain't out here having a whole bunch of puppies all willy-nilly or nothing. I'm taking good care of her and stuff.
We don't want that. We don't want that. I was literally just saying to my mom that Maverick is almost a year old. In July, he's 1. And I was like, that's crazy. Like, that has been that long.
Right.
Mavi? Wow, you ignore me now? Is this what being a mom is like? Like, the disrespect, I cannot.
Man, that's what I said. I was like, people be like, kids, dogs are so much easier. I was like, no, because y'all know kids can understand English. We got to just assume that they understand what we're saying. We know y'all know what they saying. Y'all know y'all kids is just being rebellious. I got to decide that you being rebellious and you really just don't know what I'm saying to you right now.
I think it's rebellious because the way that
I know it's rebellious. Literally, I have watched Titan has been mad that he's been in the kennel all day and has gotten out the kennel and peed right in front of it. On other nights, he's been in my room all night with me sleeping in the room. And as soon as he comes out the room, he'll run to the puppy pad and pee. Now, the puppy pad is there 24/7. So he could have done it when he got out the kennel. But he's mad he was in the kennel. So now, okay, all right, little mama. I love him. I love him.
Sam said my boys are 10 and 3. It's always rebellion, right?
I got 8 and 4 right now.
I got two and almost one. That's all I got. That's it.
I'm actually glad for the age gap because she be sunning the mess out of Titan. Like she be like,
That's so funny.
She like her being she is literally the big sister. Like she will growl him and he'll run across the room and all kind of stuff.
That is so funny. Oh goodness. I love it. I love it. Sorry, I need to think of a question. Shay, give me a question.
Okay. What's on your TBR this month?
Love it.
See? We might get some good Ricks for next month because we kind of full in March.
I ain't got room now, but I made a list. I literally wrote down everything. I don't know.
Yeah, I got mine on my board up here.
I made a list. I'm ready. Okay, one more sprint. We're just gonna do a 15. Hopefully, there's only the ad at the beginning because YouTube is annoying. But here we are. 15 minutes on the clock. In 3, 2, 1. Everybody gets the work done. All right, everybody. that is the end of our last sprint. Please let me know how you did. I ended up. Give me 1 second. I'm just going to finish this sentence. I ended up with 370 words, which puts me at 1190 for the stream. So I'm very happy with that. On my TBR this month, like Shay was saying earlier, we're doing some Stephen King reading, short story reading this month. But I also would like to, I think, start Mistborn by Brandon Sanderson. And I would also like to read The Warm Hands of Ghosts by Catherine Arden and finish the Solo Leveling manhwa series. That's what I've got so far. How did you do, Shay?
Okay, I got 1,079 words, so just over 1,000 words for the day. So that is a good way to start April.
Yay!
Yeah, so I'm glad.
What's on your TBR for this month?
Oh, TBR for this month. Let me grab my phone. I'm gonna just read you. I'm gonna read what's checked out from Libby. And we just gonna say that's my TBR. We gonna act like there's nothing extra on it. It probably is, but we gonna act like there's not. Okay. In Libby right now, I got all the Stephen King short stories I'm reading with Day, so I'm not gonna read all those. But I have Little Secrets by Jennifer Hillier. I only have 2 days left on that loan. I'm probably gonna finish that today. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and send this loan back. I ain't even gonna try to read this book because I'm really not even that interested. So let's go ahead and return early.
Well, now I want to know what it is. What is it?
I'm gonna tell you. It's Beasts of Prey. I'm gonna have to start it over, and maybe I'll just be more interested than when it just wasn't. It wasn't doing it for me. Erasure by Percival Everett. Oh, and then I guess the rest are Stephen King. Oh, it's because the rest are holds. I'm waiting for holds to come through. So there's another Percival Everett one. And that one is The Trees, which I had, but I didn't get it back. So there's that. I have one more Solari Gentile book. I'm gonna give them one more chance. And that one's The Mystery Writer. That's the one that came out this past month. And then the rest of them don't. The rest of the things I have on hold don't come out till May. So
you nicer than me.
Well, because I really liked the first book that I read from them. Right. And this book that we read was like one of their first books ever written, and it was republished in America recently. So I was like, okay, I'll try one more.
Okay. You look at
If it's not, I'll just be like, okay.
That's it.
That's it. I'm not gonna read another one.
Okay, guys. What is this?
And that's the thing. Unless a book is just super horrible, I try to give authors chances. If I'm like, I didn't really like this, or it was like it wasn't bad, it just was like, it could have been better. Then I look to see if maybe that was just the off book, right? Mm-hmm. Or is this like a pattern of behavior?
Pattern of behavior. Oh, God. Okay.
You know me.
It's her. Oh my God. No. It's not happening. Thank you so much. Yeah. You let me know, because if the other one is okay, then maybe I'll try another one. But currently, this is a no.
Yeah, no. And so here's the thing: is I was looking at, because I got to shoot my wrap up, and that is the worst book I read for the entire month. When I tell you nothing else was less than a 4.25, everything else, like I didn't have anything lower than a 4.25. I had 1, 2, 3. I have 4 5-star reads.
Dang, I did not. I didn't even have. I don't think I had one
reading.
4-star.
You said what?
I think I only had one 4-star this month or last month, whatever, and then everything else was lower.
Yeah. What was 4-star?
The Spooks Out by the Door.
Spooks Out by the Door. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty much it. The rest of the stuff that I've read this month was meh. Or last month.
Yeah, and we only buddy read one thing this month. So I was like, you didn't like it? We didn't read nothing else together this month. So I gave Emergency Skin 5, so that's one of my.
Oh yes, I gave that 5 too, but I keep forgetting. Like I don't know.
No, I kept forgetting too, and it's written like literally at the like very bottom.
That's so funny. That is so funny. But yeah.
So that's why I have 4.
Gotcha.
It's because of Emergency Skin.
Gotcha. Okay, well, if I'm counting Emergency Skin, then I have 1 5 1.
See, that's not bad.
Yeah, not terrible. Not great, but it's not terrible.
Yeah, Sulari was in a category on her own this month, girl.
Books I wish I could have rated 0.
Man.
Oh, I know this. Okay. I started Sister Samurai because it's on Everand. I feel like. Yes, I actually started reading that. I've only read a couple pages, but the cover got me.
Okay.
The cover. Tatiana Obi. Hold on, I'm gonna share it on the screen.
Okay.
Present. Share screen. This one.
The title got me. Oh, I'm in it. I'm in it.
Look at that.
I'm in it. And I hope it's as good as it looks because I'm going to buy it if it is. Cause
I saw it on Everand. I was like, oh.
Oh, all right, Vico. Watch me move this to the top of my list of stuff to read.
Right. Like, dang. I was like, yeah. It's so pretty. So I did see that one before, and I saved it on Everand. So I was like, yes, that one is a read for me. The Rossetti letter. Sorry, I have to look all of these up because I'm adding them to my list. The debut blends fact and fiction, suspense, and sensuality into a vibrant, richly imagined novel in which a modern historian uncovers a courtesan's secret role in a shocking conspiracy of 17th century Venice. Okay, so like a little bit of historical fantasy is what it's giving. Potential. What is it? A private house? Private house. Who's that one by? Rose Tarlow? Is that the author? Let me know, because a couple things came up. And his need, her need. His needs, her needs. Building an affair-proof marriage. Okay. We'd love to see that. And then Rachel said, The Witch's Crystal by Devin. I actually was watching one of Devin's videos where they mentioned it. Okay. And A Curse of Scales and Feathers by S.T. Houston. Okay. S.T. Houston again. Because why does that name sound so familiar? I'm really bad.
She's an author tuber. She does the AuthorTube writing thing, retreat thing, the AWC with the like leads. They do it like a couple times every year.
Oh, okay. I was like, the name sounds so familiar, but I'm bad with names, so apologies. Please don't be offended to anybody. I'm just bad with names. You're a slow reader. Me too. Like 100%. I actually talked about that in my video that's coming out tomorrow about being a slow reader. But anyways, Rachel left us. Thank you so much for coming. I appreciate you. Because
And she's not a slow reader if she has someone to read with. Because she's been reading everything with me when we've been reading this whole year. There's not been a book that she has not finished in the month we've had to read it when we've read it. And if she really like it, she can finish it in a couple days. Don't let her fool y'all. Is the truth. Okay, I'm done.
Wow. Thank you. Thank you, but also, man. It's a compliment and an attack all at once. Thank you.
I love you.
I love you too, I guess.
I guess. No, I'm just saying, you give yourself a hard time, but you actually aren't really a slow reader. You've been doing really good.
Thank you. I had to have a debate with my mom yesterday about audiobooks because she's old and doesn't like audiobooks and doesn't think that they count. And I said, you're wrong, but okay.
Okay, so, well, we're not gonna call you ableist, Mom, but
I was like, there are people who can only consume books through audio. And she goes, well, they have a reason. You don't. And I said, wow. Okay.
First of all, it's called productivity, Mother. I like to get multiple things done while I'm reading a book. It does not change anything that someone is reading to me. So now, did it not count that I was listening to any of the stories every time you read me a book? Did that not count as me reading?
Thank you.
And for a good number of these books, it's not like we don't have access to hybrid read them, because we do.
Mm-hmm.
We'll get the ebook or we'll have the physical book and we'll go between. So it's not like we don't do both. I will die on the hill that audiobooks are for everybody. Okay.
Thank you. I 100% agree with you, because even like I listen to them when I'm driving to work, like otherwise staring at the road, like I'm listening to them while I'm doing stuff and whatever. Like, I don't know, she's old. What can we do?
No, it's the same. My niece's mom doesn't like her reading graphic novels because they're not books, and I'm like, yes, they are. They're books she's reading. Stop. Like, we gotta stop putting these caps on how people consume things when they're trying to, especially when it's stuff that it's already harder for younger people to get interested in and stay interested in.
Like it's like my sisters do not read, so the older one kind of reads. The older little sister reads, but the younger one does not read. And her and I went through the entire series of Unfortunate Events series through audiobook. Her and I sat and we crocheted and we drew and whatever and listened to the series of Unfortunate Events. That's the only way I could get her to listen and consume the book. So it's either that or she doesn't read anything.
Right.
So I don't know. I was like,
you gotta take what you can get. If y'all gonna let TV teach them, then y'all can let books be read to them. Come on now.
That part. So, anyways, I still love my mom. Don't worry. But
oh yeah, and I love Dave's mom too. I don't be talking about her. So don't think dang, she just talked about her mama like that. Like
no. I love her. She's just old. That's all I gotta say. Francis is reading Anne Rand, Atlas Shrugged. Okay, I knew about this book when I was a kid. Like there was something in like middle school or high school. There was like a competition, but I never actually read it.
I've never read it either. Am I tripping or is it thick?
I'm pretty sure it is.
Like I feel like it's a really thick book, and that's part of the reason why I knew about it. But I never read it because I was like, this don't even sound interesting.
It's 1,168 pages.
Okay, yeah, that makes
Sounds like the other books that we want to read.
Right.
So Atlas Shrugged, Trigger Warning by Neil Gaiman. What have I read by Neil Gaiman?
American Gods.
Okay, I was like, why do I not? That's it though.
Yeah. I read American Gods and
I want to read Good Omens.
I want to read Good Omens because I also want to watch the show.
Yeah.
And then I love the Nazi Boys.
I think I bought that one, but I didn't read it because that one is related to American Gods, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right. I don't think I have read it yet. Oh, what?
I read that before we did our reading of the American Gods, and I was like, oh, okay, well, I'll read that then.
Gotcha. Master and okay. The Master and Margarita, novel by Soviet writer Mikhail Bulgakov. Ooh, there's a lot of numbers in here. Soviet Union. Ooh, it has a censored version. Interesting. It's a adult Alice in Wonderland with Russian allegory. That's very interesting. And the fact that there's a censored and an uncensored version, that's kind of crazy. Rico put a rough outline for part 5 and story. Good job. Good job. Good job. Sam got started on Q2 planning and April goals. I'm waiting for my information in the Discord. Just saying. Just a gentle reminder to please give me all of your secrets. Thank you so much. And I have Nana by Brandon Massey, Out There Screaming. 1201 by Bella J and Youngblood. I don't think I know any of those except for Out There Screaming.
So I read Nana and Crazy. I want to read another Brandon Massey book. I haven't heard of 1201 or Youngblood.
Crazy in a good way or crazy like what do you mean?
Crazy like that last book I was telling you about, like what is going on? Okay, all right. Nano's a little freaky. I think I gave it 4 or 4.5.
Okay. Is Youngblood? Oh wait, no, that's a song. Youngblood. Who is it by? Youngblood book. Sasha Lawrence. Is that correct, Sam? Let me know. Oz said, only thing on my TBR is Her Majesty's Royal Coven because my hold is due to come through for the audio on the 30th of April. Well, that's good. I don't actually know that one either. I've heard the name, I think. Do you know that one, Shay?
I haven't heard the name of that one.
Her Majesty's Royal Coven by Juno Dawson. Again, I'm complaining that when you type in a book, it shows you people praising the novel instead of giving me the blurb of the novel. Right. Why do we do this?
Okay, I just need to say, when I went to bed last night, I was number 1 in Duolingo, and I just got another message that somebody took my number 3 spot. I mean, y'all done broke me down to the 4th place.
Oh, girl. Okay, well, we gonna get off here and you go do your Duolingo.
Get him. Youngblood, Sylvester Barzy.
Oh, that's
Pub. Okay. You know, we like to give Indie Pub.
Gotcha.
Let's see if that's on Libby.
Ooh, the cover's pretty. Ooh, I actually really like the cover. Let me share it. And then we can actually leave here because I keep going. Oh no. I have so many tabs open it's hard to find. Look at that. That's nice.
Okay. I like that.
Ooh, that is nice. I like that. It's about vampires in the Bronx. Okay.
Okay.
I dig it.
Like vampire.
I dig it. And then Sam said 1201 is a black romance, crazy opening, messy romance. I'm loving it. Okay.
Okay. We love a good messy mess.
Okay. We are well over time. Where are you going to be next, my friend? What's up?
Where am I gonna be next? Ooh, let's see. I think I'm gonna be on Twitch sometime today playing some video game, but I do plan to stream tomorrow and get some sprints in. I like the momentum I got in the morning, so I think I'm gonna try to keep this morning writing thing going.
Okay, girl.
But yeah, I think that's what I'm
Twitch
gonna do
later.
Yeah,
But
Twitch later.
tomorrow.
I'm gonna let y'all know I be unruly on Twitch. I be trying not to die because I be running from killers, or I'm a police officer trying to chase bad guys, and I don't know how to drive on the video game, so I'm hitting everything. So
I
I'm
watched you drive one time and I was cackling because whoever you're playing with, I came in the middle and whoever you're playing with was complaining about your driving and you're like, well, I'm driving, so
no, it is. So here's the thing: is it's a single player game, so it's just whatever they craft the person to say. So he's just talking.
so
That's why I'm so mad. Like, hey, you could have drove then. Like you over there talking.
So funny. I thought it was literally somebody playing with you, and they were complaining about your driving. That's hilarious.
The first time it happened, I was like, "What is this? Hey, I'm doing the best I can right now. What are you?" So now I just go back and forth with them because it makes me feel better.
Gotcha. Well, we gonna watch you play your game later on. All right. Thank you everybody for hanging out with us and getting some work done. I potentially will be back on Thursday or Friday. I'm not sure what day I actually made the stream, but sometime this week I'll do another morning writing stream, and then we'll be hanging out with Shay tomorrow morning.
Yay!
Yes. So thank you for watching, and we will see you somewhere on the internet. Bye.
Bye.